USD 409 School Board Meeting. I would like to call this meeting to order. Our first order of business today is the ordering and approval of the agenda as presented. May I have a motion, please? Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sally, for the second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you so much. Passes unanimously. Tonight we have 3 reports, and the first is our district bond project update, and Dr. Renee will introduce McCown Gordon to us, and yeah.
Thank you. These are getting pretty fun as we get into this. Brian Roth from McCown Gordon.
So thank you for having me again. This is our 3rd GMP. This is for the mechanical renovations. So all the.
Sorry.
Oh, there. Better. All right. So 3rd GMP. This is for the mechanical renovations of all your schools. So new rooftop units, refurbishing air handling units, new chillers, new boilers, all that good stuff. Numbers came in really good. They came in under budget. We had 4 competitive numbers, 3 that were right in line with each other. We interviewed all the trades. They did a really good job. So we are actually ending up going with Lippert Mechanical, who's your current service provider now. They're doing the controls that we came and presented to you on last time, so it's kind of this one turnkey system, which is going to benefit you in the long run. So it's no finger pointing type of thing, so really exciting news. That is going to potentially start this winter, doing some little bit of work in the winter time, and then come back over the summer, replace all the rooftop units on the roof and the air handling units in the middle school, and get those all functioning properly. Update on the projects. Turf's going really well. If you've been back by there, it's looking really good. It's taking shape. It looks like a big dirt field right now, but that's the stabilization on the soils. Next step is to put in the rock and the drainage, and then they'll put turf on top of that. Fence is going in around it, and that's still on track for end of December, middle of December this year to be done. And then, reminder, we'll do the football field in mid-May of next year once track's done. We have one more project to bid. That'll be the elementary school renovation. That's still scheduled for end of November, beginning of December. Bid it out. Hopefully, come to you guys by the first meeting in January to present on that one. So. And the plan is still to try to tackle that over the next summer as well, so 100% done and good to go. So any questions or comments or concerns?
Just a comment, lots of people keep eyes on those guys working out there. I can't believe how many people have said they drive by.
That's good to hear. As long as they keep there, that's all that matters. So, good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next is our enrollment review, and again, Dr. Nugent.
Yep, the last couple of years, there we go, the last couple of years this hasn't been my favorite report to give, and although we're down a little bit, it's not to the extremes that we've been over the past couple of years. So you probably saw in the report that you got in your board packet, there's head count and FTE. So head count literally is the number of bodies in seats, okay? And that might be for 1 hour a day or all day. That's number of bodies and seats. Your full-time enrollment is what you get paid from the state for. Those are the students that you get 1.0 FTE if they're all day. You get 0.5 if they're there half a day. You get 0.1 if they're there an hour a day, or whatever that percentage is. So that's the difference. So the FTE numbers are the numbers that we're always the most interested in. So you can see the 23-24 comparisons on this side to the 24-25. So if you look at 4-year-old at-risk and preschool SPED, we are up a little bit in 4-year-old at-risk, down a little bit in preschool SPED. Now the difference there is we take kids the minute they hit that age all year long. So this is the 20th count. So we'll see an increase there, but this is what we're getting funded for. And you only get half-time FTE for preschool kids, okay? So not full-time. Then you'll see pre-K regular. We are up 2 students there, but we get 0 funding for gen ed kids in preschool. We put gen ed kids in preschool because it's a double-edged sword, right? We get dinged from the state if we're disproportionate in the number of special education students to general education students. So we need general education students in the classroom, but we get zero funding for them. Now, obviously, there's a benefit to having kids in preschool. So we're willing to take that hit. We'd rather have that hit than the other ding. We see a benefit, obviously, from having as many kids in preschool as we can, but we don't get a funding source for that. If you see numbers in red, those are private school students who get services in our building. So some of them count as full FTE, some of them count as part FTE. And that's the discrepancy. So if I scroll down here to the bottom, last year head count we were at 1476, that's total bodies. This year we're at 1460. And last year FTE we were at 1429.8, and this year we're at 1413.0. So we're down roughly 13 to 16 students this year. That's not great, but it's better than 50, 70, 90 that we have been in the past. So any questions between FTE and head count? Okay.
Thank you for that report. Next is we're going to review our bad weather procedures.
Now this is always a fun short one, so no major changes here. Try to make the call the night before. We're in Kansas, that isn't always easy, so we watch the forecast as carefully as we can. If we do make the call in the morning, no later than 6 a.m. Parents don't like to get calls much before 6 a.m., but my food service people really like to know by 5 or 5:30 a.m. And of course, all this factors into how much work can Dave, and his crew get done too. We don't want to see our work comp things going up from people who drive into those parking lots earlier than what they're cleared. So the weather's always tricky. I'm gonna miss some, I'm gonna hit some, but we'll go through the same procedures that we always have. We'll do text alerts. I'm always the first person to tweet out, so you're always gonna hear that from me first, often after I've finished driving in my little car, checking the roads. But no big changes to weather procedures. Any questions about that?
I do have one. Is this page that we looked at, is that in the parent handbook?
I think it is. Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. I just wonder, because one of our deans is communication, if now that we're heading into cooler weather, if you blast that out.
Yep, we can do that.
Giving them
That's a good idea. We'll also do another Monday Minute. I think I try to do one a year on bad weather, so I'll add that and then get it blasted as well. Good idea. Okay.
Next, we have our public comments, and I do have Kathy Hines to welcome to the podium. Thank you for signing in. And remember that comments shall be limited to issues and not personalities, and we'll have 3 minutes, and I will invite you. Thank you.
I have,
And is the microphone on?
oh yeah, but you know
Okay,
you can hear
okay.
me. There's a practice that I think needs to be addressed, and it's becoming prevalent, and it's kind of seeping into everything. We've seen it in the past, and it just seems to be gaining momentum. And that is where 1 or 2 or 3 people are just deciding arbitrarily that they're going to change things. There's no input, there's no transparency, and there's no communication until after the fact, and we hear it through the grapevine. It's not against any of these people. They are innocent into all of this, but it has become a feeling that it's okay to do this. 4 years ago, we were going to sell the archives. The year after that, someone wanted to get rid of the oak leaves. The year after that, it was the oak leaf song. Now, fortunately for us, we had a leader at the high school at that time that said, no, you can't do it. But the attitude is, it's okay. We'll just get together and we'll want it changed, and then it just miraculously changes. So now we've come to the one where we've done the school song. We have a new school song. We were told there's a new school song. The kids think there's a new school song. Now, innocently enough, these 3 people that decided that didn't do it with any malice or anything else. One was the confusion over the song. We do not have a fight song. We have a school alma mater song from the 30s. It is quite long. And those of you who are K-State people know that you sing your alma mater one time. You don't play it over and over. That's for a fight song. So I think legitimately that was the issue on one part of it. We used to have Hail Varsity as our fight song, the things that are short and you play over and over. We play the national anthem once. You don't play it 100 times in a game. So that might have been one of the issues. The other issue was that the middle school needed a school song. Granted, they don't have one anymore. They need one. They can use our tune. Moore Hill and BC have the same tune, but do have different words. They can shorten it. They can do anything they want. But in the process, this small group decided that they are going to cut the school song, and these words now no longer exist. They're gone. This is unacceptable. And it's not so much about the school song. It is about the issue that people now in our district think it is okay for 2 or 3 people to decide and have it changed. And that's an issue that needs to stop. And it's the board that needs to stop it.
Thank you, Kathy. Next, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I move that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Thank you so much. Any discussion?
I have one thing of discussion, and that is the Hobart Service Agreement. We just got today some recommendations of some language changes from our attorney. So I would like us to pass this pending the Hobart agrees to those changes. If it's significantly different, I'll bring that back. The Hobart contract is for our kitchen. Some of our dishwashers are on the brink of dying, and this contract essentially puts some warranty and repair services in place for some of that aging equipment in the kitchen.
Okay, so when we make the motion, we'll say pending on Hobart. Okay, service agreement. Okay, so we have a motion and a second with that added. All in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you so much. It does pass unanimously. There are no action items tonight, and we just have items for discussion and consideration. And I would invite Nicole Honeywell to the podium to visit with us about the workers' compensation changes.
Yep, so we just have policy GAOE, workers' compensation. So I try to put both of those up here, but I have the bulleted points. So basically, Senate Bill 430 made changes to workman's comp, and so we better change our policies to be in alignment with state statute. So all that happens is if we have an employee who is hurt and needs to make a workman's comp claim, they now have 30 days to do that. Prior, they had 20. And if they're no longer our employee, but they want to make a claim, they now have 20 days to do that. Before, they had 10. And then the last bullet point, so the district has a designated provider that we have our employees go see. If an employee wanted to see their own provider, it changes the cap on the cost for that from $500 to $800. So these are all KASB approved policy changes, as well as Ethan Hausman took a look at it. So.
Okay, well, I'll take a look at those, and everybody, we get those in our packet, plenty of time to take a look at, so thank you so much for that, Ms. Honeywell. Next, we're going to enter into executive session, 6:15. Would you make a motion, please?
Madam President, I move that the board recess into an executive session to discuss the following subjects: employees, employment performances, employment recommendations. The justification for this executive session is to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel pursuant to the non-elected personnel exception under KOMA. The open meeting will resume in the Board of Ed Community Room at 6:30 p.m.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you so much. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Diane, would you read the personnel list, please?
Madam President, I move that we accept the following resignations. Sandra Snowden, paraeducator, Atchison High School, effective at the end of the 2024-2025 school year for the purposes of retirement. Andy Purdy, middle school boys basketball coach, Atchison Middle School, effective at the end of the 2023-2024 school year. Paige Schmidt, paraeducator, Atchison Elementary School, effective October 17th, 2024. Megan Vanway, paraeducator, Atchison Elementary School, effective,
I'll put a date in there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
that's all right, I'm sorry, I didn't catch it until just now. That's all. Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you so much, passes unanimously.
I move that we accept the following 2024-2025 employment recommendations. Hunter Firestein, food service worker floater for the district, effective September 16th, 2024. Ann Huntington, part-time paraeducator, Atchison Middle School, effective September 16th, 2024. Michelle Alvarez, paraeducator, Atchison Elementary School, effective September 17th, 2024. Ellie Spear, paraeducator, Atchison Elementary School, effective September 25th, 2024. And Lori Kelly, MHIT coordinator for the district, effective October 18th, 2024.
28.
I'm 28th.
And Ann?
It's the same one. She's
Oh,
out.
same one. Okay, got you. She's
I'll
on there
second.
twice. I see that.
I'll second.
Thank you so much. Any discussion?
I just want to say that MHIT coordinator, that's the position we couldn't fill last year. That's mental health intervention team. It's funded 65% through the state, 35 through us. It's a liaison position where they support our clinical psychologists that we employ through Atchison Community Health. And they ensure that we're getting kids that need that support into that program.
Awesome. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you so much. It does pass unanimously. And transfers.
I move that we accept the following transfers. Ruth Kunkel, paraeducator, to third grade contracted long-term substitute teacher, Atchison Elementary School, effective October 15th, 2024. And Leslie Harness-Smith, science teacher, Central School, to kindergarten, second grade, special education behavior support teacher, Atchison Elementary School, effective October 15th, 2024.
Thank you so much for the second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Thank you so much. Last is our supplementals.
And just one supplemental, I move that we accept the following. Ashley Funk, fourth grade team leader, effective to 10/7/24, AES.
Awesome. Thank you, Sally, for the second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Before we adjourn this evening, I would like to take a moment to say thank you to Dr. Renee Nugent for all she does for us and to give her a huge congratulations on being Superintendent of the Year of our state. We are very proud and way to go and represent. And the thing that really touched my heart, she said, I accept this for all of us. And that's really a true leader. So thank you for being the leader of our district. Any other concerns, comments? All right, seeing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. And this is the quickest meeting I've ever seen. Thank you. May I have a second?
I'll take it.
Thank you so much. Discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Good night, everyone.